All right, Victoria, where are we at right now?
Pasadena.
Right now, we've been in Pasadena, but yeah, we're about to see pretty much the filming locations of Halloween, which is
remake and original.
Remake and original. I would say the original is definitely within my top 5 favorite movies. Same for you. We're gonna get some footage, look around. It's gonna be pretty exciting. All right, this is it, guys. We're right by the Myers house. Hardware store, right over here. That's the hardware store. Obviously, they moved the house. Now it's this financial office. But this is really exciting for me. I mean, it's, seeing the magic behind the movies from, 44 years ago is crazy. It's so cool to just, one, Pasadena is such a cool neighborhood, but two, it's so cool to walk around here and feel where they filmed such a classic. It's really exciting. What I love about Pasadena is it feels very Midwestern, and coming from the Midwest, you get the vibe that, yeah, I can understand why in the 70s Carpenter shot Halloween here, why Wes Craven shot Elm Street in a similar area for Springwood. All of this feels very much like Illinois, some town there, maybe Oak Park, something like that. All right, guys, so there's a lot of stuff that Rob Zombie chose to shoot in Pasadena as well. And he's very smart about it, too. As you can see, this is Michael's school at the beginning of the film. When he runs out and the theme kicks in, it's this administration.
He kills the bully.
Yeah, before he kills,
Wesley.
The motherfucker from Spy Kids, Junie or whatever his name is. This is the South Pasadena School District Administration Office. It's very smart filmmaking that he did, because across the street, this is Laurie's high school, and I'll get better footage over there. But this is where the girls come out, do the walk and talk, the classic Carpenter thing, which Rob did a great job of calling back to. But that's really smart filmmaking because, one, you get a couple things done in a span of days or weeks. Shoot right here, you shoot over there. And I'll show you what that looks like in a second. Okay, so they're doing something kind of important, right, with like voting registration and whatnot. But it's pretty much a community room, so it's a voting where they do voting and whatnot there for Pasadena. But yeah, that doubled as the high school in Haddonfield in the 2007 remake. Pretty cool. Like I said, he's very smart about how he films things. I know it's not 78 Myers stuff, but Rob does a great job of shooting within the area, and it feels like the same town. So pretty much the point of this video, if there's any point, is to show you guys all the filming locations through my point of view, because I haven't been here. I've been through Pasadena before, but I've not checked out any of the locations that I've been wanting to check out. But again, what I love about this area, and I'm guessing this was even more true back in the 70s, and even the mid-2000s with those movies, with Rob's movies, is that this feels very small, towny, but it's near, the city. It's very populated. There's so many coffee shops and small antique stores. Like, you could tell it's very communal. People love living here. But when you look down these streets, everything looks like Midwest, Halloween, all those things. And here we go. Right now we're rolling up to Laurie's house, Strode Reality, beginning of the film.
There's a sign there right now, funny enough. Not for realty, but
oh, wow.
For the vote.
So Laurie sits right at this corner here waiting for Annie to pick her up. And I just tripped right now.
I think if we go up, yep, they have the pumpkin there. You want to get a shot of that?
Very cool. All right, here we are. We're in front of the Strode property. Jamie Lee sat right there. Very cool. You never know how things look when, like, you see it on the big screen and then you look behind the scenes. Everything looks very different, obviously. I mean, it's been so many years later, but also, again, things just look different outside of a movie frame. We got a little candle that says Mustafa Akkad lives on. Some information about the filming location. You got some...
Basically just, don't bother them, but yes, this is the house.
Don't bother them, it's the house. You may borrow the pumpkin, have a good time. Some pictures of Jamie Lee, the whole set. This is very cool. Very cool stuff.
Besides this.
All right, so this is the door that her dad comes through to let her know to drop off the keys at the Myers house.
And also across the street is where Rob Zombie set up that camera and got a shot of Michael right here, where they're looking out the library window.
That's right. That's right.
I don't think they actually shot it there, but
Very cool. Very cool. I'll give you guys a better look at that. But yeah, this is it. This is the house. It's also very cool that the owners are totally okay with people coming and taking pictures and filming. It's very awesome. Yeah, just don't bother them. All right, and right now we're walking up to something that I think you all will find pretty cool. It's the Myers house from the 07 remake. Looks a lot better than what it did in the movie, but it's also abandoned as well. So I bet some filmmakers have some fun with that.
No trespassing.
But no trespassing. So again, guerrilla filmmaking, you're gonna have to do that. But pretty cool. Again, like I've been saying, I think it's so smart that Rob chose to shoot in Pasadena. It passes for the Midwest. I think that's something that they missed out on. In the newer films, as great as North Carolina and South Carolina is for shooting Haddonfield, I feel like you're missing a little bit of the heart of what Halloween is, a little bit. There's a charm to seeing a random palm tree in the background, but pretty cool. That's where he stood right at the top of there where Linda and Bob walk in.
It's also where the movie opens.
And it's also, yeah, where the movie opens. Pretty cool. Now, Victoria is saying the pool might be in the back. I'm not sure how accurate that is. Maybe people in the comments could let me know.
The pool from, like, the finale.
The pool from the finale, yeah. I don't know if we could get a good look at it around there. I doubt it. There's a bunch of signs that say don't trespass or loiter. So we're just doing a quick walk by. But still pretty cool. And again, I got to tip my hat off to Rob for those movies. He picked like the perfect locations for updating that story. All right, so right now we're walking back to the car. We're going to go check out the other locations. It's a bit of a walk, but something else that something else that I noticed about Pasadena is that it is a lot more lively. Like it's cool because in those movies, Haddonfield feels very small town, very Midwestern. Not a lot happens. Houses go on for miles.
Never happens, as they said in Halloween Kills.
But here there's elements of small town nature, but then it's lively. There's a whole crosstown section. Their downtown is crazy cool in Pasadena. So it's smart filmmaking, one, because everybody was based in the LA area when Carpenter made that. But two, again, Rob as well. Like it's the perfect filming locations. You understand why they chose Pasadena for those movies. So I wanted to grab another view of the hardware store, or at least what used to be the hardware store. Myers rolls around the corner, unbeknownst to Dr. Loomis. Real quick, aside from Halloween stuff, I was driving by and had a feeling this was a house from a certain movie that I know of, Disturbia. This is Shia LaBeouf's house in the movie. I want to be really quick about this because this is a very quiet neighborhood. I'm not sure if they like filming here, much like the Halloween neighborhoods, but I just wanted to show that off real quick. Very cool that I saw that passing by. I looked it up. Was the house. So, pretty awesome. All right, guys. So, right now we're in Orange Grove. Completely different side of town. It's weird because Pasadena feels very quiet, but populated. This is like in the heart of LA. Like you turn the corner, there's Musso and Frank's from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, the famous restaurant. Warner Brothers Studios, there's Universal City, the Dolby Theater is close by. But then you turn the corner and we're in this little area, and this is the Doyle neighborhood. Walking up to this house, you could hear the image, you could hear the famous scream, like all of it. It's so cool. But that's the magic of filmmaking. So I'm a little confused over the Wallace house. Google doesn't give the clearest directions. Well, we know the Doyle house is right over there. We were supposed to drive for the Wallace house. From what I can see, this is the Lindsay Wallace house. That's what another website gave me. I know online people were saying they redid the house. Looks nothing like the movie.
No, I think it's not.
We're pretty convinced that is it, but we don't know. So that's going to be the end of this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, watch the main show for more, and thank you for coming with me on this journey and seeing all these cool locations.